The Gateway to the Air Force is the primary testing ground for state-of-the-art technology adopted by the Defense Logistics Agency. At Air Force Clothing Initial Issue, part of the 502nd Logistics Readiness Squadron at JBSA Lackland, new trainees being fitted for their very first Air Force uniforms are reaping the benefits of DLA research as it looks to streamline how uniforms are stocked, tracked, fitted, delivered, and paid for. One of two new technologies leading the charge is 3D body scanning.
It takes 147 measurements and it condenses them into a 3-measurement algorithm to predict the size for the Air Force uniform trousers, ABU coats, PT gear for the male trainees.
3D body scanning eliminates the old-school cloth tape measure process.
Please enter the scanner.
Once used to determine accurate sizes. The second futuristic technology in development is the use of RFID, or radio frequency identification.
And what that does is it helps the Air Force and DLA, the Defense Logistics Agency, to control the amount of property that they actually order or pre-order, because this is a staging facility for DLA. And so the Air Force doesn't actually pay for the uniform until we actually issue it to a trainee.
Here's how Air Force Clothing Initial Issue uses RFID technology. Trainees are given a personal RFID tag that's attached to their clothing containing their name, flight number, and squadron. This data is printed on the front of the tag and embedded in an antenna on the rear. When trainees visit Air Force Clothing Initial Issue and have collected all the RFID tagged clothing items they need to sustain their first few weeks of training, the clothing is placed in a duffel bag, which is walked through a chute containing a scanner.
When they walk through the chute, that is doing an inventory of everything that we have now put into that trainee's bag. That takes it off the item record. DLA then sells it to the Air Force pays for it, and it comes out of our virtual item manager system, and that's where we keep up with the property that's on hand and when we need to get to our reorder point to reorder that. Continue focusing on the red dot.
The ultimate goal of the Air Force and the Defense Logistics Agency is to push 3D body scanning and RFID technology to other military recruit training centers. It is hoped they, as did Air Force Clothing Initial Issue, will use the new technology to gain a better grasp of their inventory and improve their overall processes. From the 502nd Air Base Wing Public Affairs Office, I'm Tony Hurst.